What do you think Trina's going to use that around-the-clock thermal for?
When she takes her kids to their hockey games and they're sitting in the stands and she's got snacks for them.
Yeah. Very nice. Nikki, what do you think you would use the item for?
Long trips, car trips.
Awesome. I like using the round-the-clock thermal for lunch for me. I do a long day at work, so I take breakfast, I take snack, and I take a lunch, and I have an afternoon snack as well. And it actually fits all of that in there. A lot of room for that product. The next item is the double duty caddy. Now, I know there's some scrapbookers in the room. I love to scrapbook. Do you want to scrapbook? All right. So I like to use this guy for my paper as I'm scrapbooking. I also use one on my kitchen counter for my clutter busters in my kitchen. What do you think you would use it for, Joanne?
I would actually use it for the scrapbooking as well. That's a great idea.
Very nice.
That's a great idea.
Well, to go along with that for scrapbooking, we're going to use an O-snap bin. Perfect for all your little scissors that are cutting and extra markers and things like that. We'll put it in here so you don't carry so much, right?
So this is all the free stuff that
This is all the free stuff. So what Trina has in her hands right now is she has over $100 in free products. Okay, see that? She's got her $100 there. The next item she's going to get for free is the customer special. I'm sorry, the hostess special. She's going to get the Daring Abbey with the Benjamin and the wristlet strap. That's a $144 value today, ladies. She's got her Benjamin, she's got the straplet, and she's got the Daring Abbey. She like that? So I'm going to move forward to the half-off items. She's going to get a second O-snap bin to snap with this guy on her little table when she's scrapping. And she's got everything all together with the double dupe caddy. The next item she's going to get, which is probably one of my personal favorite items, is the Fresh Market Thermal. She's going to get this at half off. Okay? Too much? Things are falling down? Okay. Linda, what do you like to use Fresh Market Thermal for?
when I go to Costco, that I can put my meat and anything that I want to keep fresh and that needs refrigeration.
So Trina today, because she's hosting a party with me next month, she's decided she's like, I want all this stuff that I can't carry for free. She's gonna get the on the double toe. Inside of the on the double toe, I don't know if any of you guys noticed this, but there's an additional spot right here that's a separator. So this guy would be awesome for wines, because she and Debbie are gonna go to a wine party next week, right? Woohoo!
Yeah.
She's ready to go. She gets an additional one, but today Trina says, you know what, I only want the one. How much do you guys think she's taking away today? How do you much think, Sadie, how much do you think she's paying for all this product? $50? Even close. So she's paying $392 for the product in her hand. And she's only going to pay $55. So this is a great way to actually show all your customers, all the guests in the room, hey, book a party with me. This is how much she's going to get, and she's only going to pay this much.
So how big of a party did you base that on?
So I based that off of a $600 party, and you can get a $600 party with about 6 to 7 guests in the room. Kind of pretty efficient. Do you have any questions? Trina, you want to book a party with me next month? Absolutely. Right? Okay.
Thank you. Hold on.
That makes a big impact when you can see it.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
actually looked at it before.
And it's also a great way to kind of show the actual products a different way and see what everybody else in the room is looking for. Hey, what did they do?
That's really good demonstration.
Now, are you pulling up So what I love, look at just the difference in offering a visual. What she did was give us a visual for the chart that's in the back of the catalog. Well, that chart looks like any other chart and blah, 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 and I want to get into the catalog and I want to see it. But she's dropping those seeds that she's booking, because she booked this party, she's getting all of this for $50-some, whatever the cost was. And women like a deal, and they get excited. So there's a lot of consultants who use this process regularly in their presentations. So I think now that I've seen it, very visual, very engaging, and certainly grabs your attention when you think I can get $300 for $50. Like I'm in, and all I did was, oh look at all the fun I'm having, because you make the party fun, you make it seem easy, you make yourself reproducible. Hey, I can do that, and I can get all of that too.
It almost seems like you could even make it more of a game too, by if you have either a whiteboard or just on a piece of paper, and everyone had to write down how much they thought it was going to be, and whoever was closest got
I
like.
tend to, like I ask the question of somebody, and I'm totally, just pointing out, hey Linda, I tend to have it like a meal file for answering questions. Some people don't like to be put on the spot, so, and it gets them, oh, I'm gonna get prizes too, okay. So,
Nice.
all right.
Anyone else have a big takeaway from that?
Use all of it.
Okay, excellent. It does take a little bit of prep, it's math to figure it out.
I can help you with that.
She's a math girl. But remember that it all goes back to that hostess coaching and knowing what she wants, knowing who's in that room, so that you can appeal to them as well. So thank you, Kimberly. Another way to interact in the party and show off our product is through an activity called Dress the Hostess. And Trina is our resident Dress the Hostess consultant. So she is going to wow you with how you can do this in your parties.
Okay. So I do, as Tammy had mentioned previously, starting your introduction, you're welcome, my why, I play a couple of games, and then the meat of my presentation is called Dress the Hostess, and it's an interactive activity with everybody at the party. Now I say everybody depending on how many people you have. I've had parties with 5 to 20 people, okay? I have learned from experience with 20 people, you don't want every single person to participate in the activity because it drags the party out way too long. So what I do is I have my business cards, and every single one of my business cards has an activity on the back of it, or an event, like girls' night out, you're going to a baby shower, you're doing a weekend in Vegas. And before I ever have the party, I tell the hostess the main part of the presentation you are going to be involved in, which is called Dress the Hostess. And the main thing I ask the hostess to do is to make sure that they know what product maybe they want to have from the event, what their favorite product is, because what's going to happen is every single person in that party, or every other person, is going to come up, they're going to grab product off the table, they're going to put it on the hostess, and they're going to tell us what they picked, even if they don't know the name of the product, and why they picked it. And then if the hostess is something of hers that's a favorite, or that she's trying to get from having the party, she can express, hey, this is something I really want, or this is something I have, and this is why I like it. Okay? So I'm going to ask Gina to come up and be my hostess today. And what I do is I pass out a business card to every single person or every other person in the party. I ask them not to share what is on the back of their card. And you have 10 seconds. When I call you, I give 10 seconds to go to the table, grab everything that you think relates to this activity, and give it to the hostess. Now Gina's job is to remember who picked what and which best forming of groups she liked. Because which one she likes the best gets a prize. Okay? So I'm going to ask for 3 volunteers today. So look at the card.
Sure.
And okay, so Joanne, would you like to come up first?
wristlet to keep it handy. If you need a little more than that and it's more of a crossbody knife, just give her some options. And then of course you must have bling.
Okay. So then now what I do, thank you, Joanne. So now what I do is I try to, then like everybody else here who hasn't come to the fall catalog yet, the name of the new product, I try to go through and name the actual product. And this is where the cheat tags come in great, because you can have the tags and you know exactly what the names are of them. And you can explain a little bit more about what the product is. So this is the all about the Benjamin's wallet. And you have your wristlet here, which what's really nice about the wristlet is you don't have to have it. You can unsnap it, you can remove it totally off the product. So it's free and clear to have with or without.
Trina, do you do this in place of your presentation?
Yes, this is my presentation. Yeah, because I don't like to stand and you know, and be very boring. The important thing to me is to get the customer's hands on the product. So, like on my table, I'll bring as much product as I have from home, and I'll try to put at least 2 items, like of the maybe the thermals, up on the table, and I will tell them, and I try to do my setup as groupings, but I will also sometimes do my setup so like I have my thermals in one location, I have my large utility totes in another location, so that they know what is on the table. Something that's personal, something that's family, just kind of group it that way. Some of the colors I'll do as a grouping. It just is how you feel that the customers are going to interact based on what your hostess has told you about their friends that are coming to the party. Okay, and then this is a Diamond District purse, and what are the Morning Glow necklace, which is brand new to the line, which is jewel cade. Okay, and then we put it back on together. Oh, and then the crosstown, is it the crossbody? Double up crossbody. Okay. So, and what usually ends up happening too is the table ends up becoming a wreck, or it just ends up all over the floor, which is fine because that's the whole point of the presentation. And depending also on how many people I have, at some point if they keep selecting the same product, I say that it's dead, you can't use the product again. Or I will grab another piece off the table that I think goes with what they did and enhance what the person had. Okay. Kim? Horrible one for me. Okay. All right, ready? Go. Okay, time.
Love the color choice.
Tables. Okay, Kim, why did you select what you have here?
She's going for a weekend in Vegas. I've never been to Vegas, but I'm assuming she's gonna take luggage, right? So luggage, stuff for her bling, and stuff for her makeups and so forth, and then a Benjamin wallet with the wristlet so that she oh pardon? Okay. Oh, and of course jewelry, she's gonna have bling.
Okay, so we've already talked about all about the Benjamin wallet and the wristlet strap. And this is the brand new jewelry bag. Has 6 pockets to it, lots of accessory options, and you can monogram the top of it with any personalization that you would like to have. This is the new stand tall cosmetic bag, which is very nice because you have a clear zipper pocket here in the front, so you can separate anything smaller from the larger items in the back, and then another one on the top. You can also personalize this one, as we talked about before. And this is the brand new fold over weekender. The fabulous thing about this bag is you can fold it over small, like this, or if you end up buying some things on your trip, you can stack it up this way so it adds much more room. The other thing that's really a fabulous idea, which I don't see here, is you can now take the zipper pouch. If you want to use this bag and bring an extra bag, you can fold this up into the zipper pouch, and then you'll have an extra bag on your trip, so in case you do a lot of purchasing with the girls. And of course the jewelry, the new Horizon necklace, which is pretty much a monotone color, and you can enhance it any way you want to. It has some rhinestones on it. something that she gets special if she hosts a party. So you too could get this if you'd like to host a party. This is the soft utility tote, which is brand new to the line. The original ones, which are still in the line, have a hard wire around them. The bonus to this is you can fold it up all the way flat and compact it a lot smaller than the other items. And then double take two. And this is also Hostess exclusive, which is another option. So Hostess exclusives, you have 4 options to purchase as for the benefit of hosting a party. And this one you can make it as a backpack, or you can have it as a hand tote. Now, one other item that we could add to this is Family Fun Thermal. And this item happens to be the special for the month. So if you spend $35, you can purchase this for $24. Thank you. Okay. That's it.
Does she pick her favorite?
Yes. Gina, which one was your favorite?
This last one.
The last one? So typically then what I would do is I'd have another card that has a freebie on the back of it that basically says like you get free embroidery on one item or you get free shipping for something, and that's what I give to that person so that they can use that at checkout.
Thank you. Have any of you tried
Dress the Hostess.
Have any of you tried Dress the Hostess?
No.
You have?
I have, and I've had it done to me.
Oh yes, that was the first and only time I tried it. And
Oh,
I felt overwhelmed. But Trina does it like with ease. I think I could do it again after seeing someone else do it. But yes, clearly I was not completely unsuccessful because Kimberly joined us. So, but I wasn't super comfortable doing it. But now that I've seen it, I think I could rock it. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's fun. I like it because it's easy. It's an easy way to have everybody get up and get their hands on the product instead of them just saying, well, what is that piece? Or what is this piece? And what colors does it come in? And it's more of just come up, let's get your hands on the product, let's throw it all over the floor and get dirty. So, yes.
How many do you usually do? So it's not, I think you said it in the beginning, but so if you have 20 people at a party, how many do you do?
If there's 20 people, I try to not do more than 8.
Okay.
Is what I try to do. So if there are 8 people there, and depending on our time frame, I may cut it down, and only do 3 or 4 of them. But I wouldn't do more than 8, because then you start to get a little monotonous, or duplication of product starts to get pulled up and that kind of stuff. And then usually at the end, if there's a piece that I really know is something that people ask about, but they just didn't know about it, then I'll maybe enhance and I'll say, this product wasn't selected, but this is what it is, and this is what you can do with it. But I don't do that with every single item that I have.
What are some of your other categories then that you would have on your cards?
I have a baby shower, I have a picnic, a wedding gift, a bridal shower, and I know that I typed the document. It's on, I think, our page in there, and I believe I did list those on there under Tammy's treasures. Yes.
So do you have different business cards that you use just at parties other
Nope.
than, so if you hand somebody one in Costco and it says tailgating on the back?
Oh,
are
no,
you
no,
like,
no, no,
shit,
no, yeah.
Yeah.
No. These are my same
Okay.
business cards that I have, that I use all the time,
You just
but
put
I
stickers
have
on
a
them
set
in
that
the
has a
back.
sticker on the back, because if somebody doesn't give it back to me, they got my business card.
Right. Okay.
So I have extra labels at home that I've made up, or you can just write them on the back too.
Okay.
But yeah, you can easily replace them.
Okay.
I did it before, and I just used index cards and wrote it on index cards, and it goes out. That's a business card, good idea, but I just didn't. Yeah. Something I thought of at the last minute. Try.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Do you also tell the prices when you are doing your business?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how. Honestly, I haven't done a party in a year, so this was the first time I've done it in a year. So sometimes it's like I'll grab a book, somebody asks a question, I take my binder, I'm like, oh wait, it's this much. But I'm not embarrassed to say, hang on, I don't know, let me check for you. Anybody else?
I like that you said that after it's being used so many times, like I grabbed a Benjamin wallet after Joanne did, that you make it dead. Because I remember when I did it, it was like everybody was grabbing the same thing.
Right.
And I had like a whole slew of
don't know what it is. They don't know, you know, like it's funny how creative people get too. Because like the flat iron case, oh my goodness, there are some very creative ideas that come up with that. So we don't have it anymore, but it's yeah.
Why are you laughing so much?
Because I was in one of those parties last night.